Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's On at DisneyPlus.com. It's Friday, it's time for a quick Disney Plus news roundup. We're going to be talking about Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, The Kardashians, and much more. So before we go any further, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. Hit that like button as well, that really helps, and let's jump into it. Let's kick things off first off with Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, because Disney has announced that it's going to be coming to Disney Plus on Wednesday the 17th of May, which is around about 89 days from when it got released. So I think this is pretty cool, pretty much like 3 months from when it came out, which I think is good. I think 90 days, I think it's about the right time to get these films onto Disney Plus. Anything less than that generally starts impacting on the box office, though this film kind of didn't really do so well at the box office. It had a really kind of good opening weekend and it kind of pitted off. I really enjoyed the film, so I'm going to be watching it again when it drops on Disney Plus on the Wednesday the 17th. But it's nice to finally have this one confirmed. It'll be also as well, this is kind of like the first time really of any film this year where we can start trying to work out what the new kind of schedule routine is. I think we've got to put like Avatar: The Way of Water on a different idea. That's a whole different thing going on with that one. But yeah, so yeah, 90 days, it's around about the same as what we've seen with some of the other recent releases like Black Panther. But it was just very noticeable this time that they were very much just talking about a digital release first and kind of got that one out, and didn't really kind of go too much into talking about the Disney Plus release, which kind of makes sense. They wanted everyone to go and buy it on different platforms and stuff. But at least now they've kind of got a couple of weeks notice. But also we've got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 coming out next week. So that'll all help tie into it. But are you going to be watching Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania? Let me know on the comments below. Disney's FX has announced that the 16th season of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia will return on Wednesday the 7th of June at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on FFX, with new episodes being available to stream the next day. This upcoming 16th season will also be released on Star Plus in Latin America and on Disney Plus around the world under the Star banner. Previous seasons are already available on Hulu, and they're already available on Disney Plus in some countries, including Australia and Canada. As of yet, here in the UK, they're still all on Netflix, so I don't know quite what's going on there. Sometimes these releases can be a little bit delayed, but at least now we got confirmation of where this one's going to be heading. Disney 20th Century Studios is also in early development of a sequel to the 2004 hit Dodgeball: A True Underdog Story. This brand new film will see Vince Vaughn return to star, and he's also likely to produce. No real word yet on the story about this one here, but it's likely just to be focused on him being a prize-winning gym owner. I thought the original Dodgeball film was okay. Yeah, it was alright. You can watch it now on Disney Plus around the world, and it's on HBO Max in the US. But do we need another one? I don't think so, but nevertheless, we know how Disney likes to do these ones. I suspect this will be going to straight to cinemas first rather than streaming. I think we're going to start seeing a little bit of a shift from that. But are you excited about a new Dodgeball film? Let me know in the comments below. We also got a brand new trailer for the 3rd season of The Kardashians, which is going to be returning on Thursday, May the 25th. So there'll be new episodes every week. Again, on Hulu in the United States, Star Plus in Latin America, and on Disney Plus everywhere else. Again, this is a little bit of a show that I like to watch with my wife. And yeah, the drama continues in this series. But yeah, so if you're looking forward to The Kardashians, let me know in the comments below. But being Friday, let's now talk about what's new on Disney Plus today. The big new release is Peter Pan and Wendy. A kind of interesting film. I thought it was okay. It was a little bit dull in places for me. Very different from the original film. The early part of the film kind of follows it a little bit more step by step, and then it kind of completely changes. I'm just not a huge fan of Peter Pan character, and I kind of really like Tinkerbell, but in this film I thought she didn't really do a lot, which was a shame, because I thought you know, it looked great. I mean, I loved the whole big like pirates fighting at the end. But it was a little bit of a mixed bag for me. I'll be honest, it wasn't one of my favourite ones, but it was perfectly fine. I think this one could have done all right at the cinemas. I don't think it would have done a huge amount, but I think it definitely looked like it's a proper film. So you're going to check this one out over the weekend. But let me know if you're going to be watching it. Let me know your thoughts on it. I'd love to hear all that and see if you agree with me. I know a lot of people are really enjoying it. I think a lot of people are going in with really low expectations, and then they're kind of watching and going, oh, actually, it's pretty cool. Well, that's always good to have for these kind of things. We also had some other new content as well around the world, and on Hulu in the US, we got Clock, a brand new thriller film from 20th Digital Studios, which kind of make these like horror kind of films. Unfortunately, that studio, we announced yesterday that one's going to be closing down. It's going to be kind of merging in a little bit with like Hulu and 20th and all the rest of it. So that one's going to be going away. But there's a few more films from them to come. Yeah, so that's a horror movie. I'm not going to watch it. It's not really for me, so I'm going to leave that one there. We also got some new episodes of Marvel Studios Legends, looking at the members of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Obviously, with the film coming out next week, they dropped it today. Also, for those in Canada, the first 2 episodes of the FX series The Great Expectations are now available on Disney+. And here in the UK, we got a new documentary about the Queen. Obviously, with the coronation coming up next week, so that's going to be a big thing. But let me know what you're going to be watching on Disney+ over the weekend. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. In our comment of the day, Brendan said, I wasn't expecting to hear about 20th Digital Studios closing down. Makes sense a lot, especially due to budget cuts. So as I said yesterday with this one, it is a shame that it's happening. I feel like these films are great for streaming. You know, they're low cost ones. I think thrillers and horrors and stuff do really well with sort of streaming. They tend to be much lower budgets, but I think ultimately it doesn't make a lot of sense having its own separate little division, you know, with PR, marketing, all the rest of it. Makes more sense just to either incorporate it into the streaming services so they can put it out, or for 20th Television or 20th Century Studios to put out as well. Yeah, it's obviously the fact that the lead guy in it has been kind of put onto a deal with Disney and Hulu is good. But I don't think it's going to necessarily slow down how many projects we're getting. But I think as a whole, that unit just didn't really make a lot of sense. And we just need a little bit more streamlining. And I think we're seeing that. But yeah, let me know what you think of 20th Digital Studio closing down. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And on that note, guys, have a fantastic weekend. I'll be back on Sunday with another live Q&A, so make sure you get your questions in if you're a YouTube channel member or a Patreon. We'll have an interview this coming Saturday with the executive producers of A Small Light. That's really check that one out. There's also some interviews going up about Saint X, a fantastic series which is on Hulu in the US and Disney Plus in Canada at the minute. So do check out that interview. They're great. Anyway, thank you very much. See you guys soon. Laters.